Hello, everyone, and welcome to Enchanted Chatter. As you can see, it's just me, Courtney, this week. Bree is off recovering and healing up. And we have our good friend, Missy Enchanted, Melissa. Welcome. It's nice
Thank
to
you, thank
have
you.
a very solid Enchanted placeholder.
I love that. Yes, no, this is perfect. Thank you for
That's
having me.
not the wall.
Oh boy, I hope Kim's watching.
I do too. I did that very. I know only she will get that, and maybe a handful of other people, and I'm sure we'll get yelled at later. But truly, that was when I saw that video, and I saw it way after the fact. Like I heard Kim reference it in something else,
Yes, yes.
and then I proceeded to go and I'm like, I gotta hunt this down. I gotta figure out what this is from. And I watched it and I was cackling. I was laughing so hard.
Do we want to inform the audience what the heck we're talking about?
We should. We probably should fill them in on the inside joke too.
All right. So shout out to Lorcana Heat. They actually are finishing up. They have something called the Thrilla in Vanilla, where a few of us kind of got squared up and paired up with each other to do a vanilla tournament. So basically, all vanilla cards. The only things that you could include that weren't essentially vanilla were locations and actions. Long story short, Enchanted Kim and I got paired up. So now we have the Enchanted girlies duking it out in round one. And we did like a wrestling promo where they, talk trash to each other. And Kim drew first blood. She did her press tour video. And, she talked some smack. And then I did mine. I pretended to have my agent call me and tell me that Kim was talking trash. And then I squared up at the camera and I said, listen, we may be those enchanted girlies, but not all enchanteds are created equal. I'm Elsa. You're the wall. So, needless to say, Kim has, she has had her good laughs about it. She's been a really good sport about it. Obviously, I don't mean to demean anyone, including the card, but I think we kind of all get the joke.
Absolutely. It's this is where I go. I think that Enchanted Chatter might be the most basic when it comes to content. You and Kim have us beat hands down. I wish my brain could be more creative. I'm posting stuff on Instagram. The stuff that you guys post crack me up, and it's so creative. Like the video you posted this week with the clip from
Devil's Wears Prada?
Yes, the Devil's Wears Prada with your dog. So, as many people in the audience know, dogs are the soft spot and the way to my heart. So whenever a dog is in a video, it's immediately a like from me.
Yes. Same. Yeah, and he did a good job. He sat there and he's like, I don't know what I'm doing, but he did good. And he got paid. Everybody was worried that he didn't get paid. He got paid.
What?
Very handsomely.
Good. What was his treat?
It's some bone-shaped treat. They love it. I think it's peanut butter. It's peanut butter. They love peanut butter.
My dogs will do just about anything for a greenie. That's their
Ooh.
They think those
Yes.
are the greatest treats in the entire world. We get the Costco brand ones, and they love them.
They are good. But Poe, so the dog we saw in the video, loves food a little too much, and he just inhales it. So a greenie has no value to his teeth because he literally just swallows it. So yeah.
I'm not 100% sure that they have the intended value to either of my dogs, but I still keep getting them and giving them to them in hopes that maybe they do.
Fair enough. Oh, I love that. But they tend to like them, so that's good.
So we are both in the lull of wanting to probably open some product.
Yes, very much
I'm
so.
I'm dying to rip some packs
Oh,
open.
uh, all these lovely folks who have gotten like pre-release stuff. I'm so jealous.
Like I'm so happy for you. Congrats.
Yeah, like
If you've ever
that
seen,
meme.
yeah, the little pig. Mhm. And it's funny because I was sending that out to some people this morning, not only about the release, but I just was looking more closely at some of the artists and everybody that are going to be at Epcot for the art festival this
Yep,
weekend and for
yep,
release.
yep,
I was
yep.
just like, oh, cool. All my favorite artists are going to be there, and all my friends that I love
All
are
my
going to be
friends.
there. I'm not having FOMO at all here in Texas.
Sorry.
You're not. I know. It's
No.
fine.
I believe we have a phrase in the TCG world. Get good, get good.
Gigi.
GG. Uh, yeah,
Um,
no, this weekend
but we
it's gonna be great.
we have a very similar, like, I feel like, outlook on Lorcana. So we like to play competitively, but we
Yes.
also like collecting.
Oh, 100%, 100%, 100. And please
What are
don't
you
be mad at
fishing
me.
for over there? Oh, it's
I
still
still want to
paid
make a
close?
video. I still want to make a video
Okay,
because,
that's
like, come on, that's a lot of cards. I have not counted unless you know what it is, but
I don't. I literally
I.
I just went hunting through the cards.
So thank you. They eventually will end up in one of those binders, whichever it is, respectively. So yes, yes, both collectors. We both can play competitively. We're not, the sweaties or anything like that, but I think we're okay with that as well.
Yeah, I like to be the smiling face on the other side. But I do like to win. Um
Yeah. Oh, yeah. 100%.
so what card in Winterspell are you most excited to collect and to play?
Yeah. There. I could answer one, and then I'm gonna have to think about the other one.
Okay.
So I selfishly, selfish plug or shameless plug, whichever one. I think they both apply here. Am actually excited for the Angel Experiment 624 one, and the only reason I am is because 624 or June 24 is my birthday. So that, yeah. So
I love
I've always had like this attachment to Angel because of it, right? So like when Stitch came out, I'm like, wow, he's 2 days after my birthday. Shame. And then Angel gets created, and I'm like, oh my god, this is insane. So yeah, obviously, just because it says Experiment 624, I want it all. I want the Enchanted. She was the last Enchanted revealed. Uh, and I remember talking to Inkborn Heroes because their content is amazing. Shout out to them. And I'm like, have they revealed the last Steel card, Enchanted? And they're like, no, not yet, but we think it's this. And I'm like, no, no.
my hopes up.
It needs to be Angel because I thought it was gonna be like one of the super rares, and I'm like,
Oh, okay.
no, no, it needs to be Angel. She's a legendary, and thank goodness that afternoon they finally revealed her, and I was like, oh, thank you. So that's the one I want to collect. As far as play, I don't know that I have one because
That
I still don't know what colors I'm playing. Um,
I
so
respect
there's that.
that answer on a deep spiritual level. Because you witnessed some of my crash out at Richmond when I changed my deck the day of essentially the DLC, and that was a poor life choice. We had a great day. It was very fun. I still
Yes,
had a
yes.
fantastic day. I just should have done significantly better and if I had stuck with my gut. And I did not. Um
Yeah,
so I also am just excited in general to see what these cards do to the meta.
yeah.
My end for collector, I love Belle. Belle is my favorite princess that has been released, and the Belle in this set
Yes,
that's an Enchanted is also like it's my favorite scene in Beauty and the
yes,
Beast. So
Yes.
I'm really
Yes.
excited for that card. That's probably the one
Same.
I'm hoping to pull the most,
Yeah.
and hoping. So I have not been able to. I open a lot.
Uh
I
huh.
will be the first to admit I open a lot and play a lot of local leagues to be able to open a lot. And there are two princesses that I have never been able to open an Enchanted of, and it is Belle and Cinderella.
I stole that look from you
Rude.
because those are my girlies. So wow, yeah, 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 yeah. Uh huh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
So my my expectations are on the floor basically. Like there is probably a zero chance I open it, but it finds a way into the collection somehow. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
So the story behind this comment,
Uh huh.
there might have been a Cinderella.
Uh
I think
oh.
it's my friend. Yeah, it was a French Cinderella
Uh
up for
huh.
auction, and my friend had the high bid on it. And
Uh
with
oh.
2 seconds in to
Uh
the end of
huh.
the bid, I might have sniped it and sent her on a rage around her house, screaming that she hated me,
I mean, I think we
which is
all would have
which
agreed.
is really respectable, and I don't blame her at all.
Too funny. Oh man. But I respect the sniping game because that's exactly what I do. Exactly what I do. Sierra, I don't know if you saw Enchanted Kim's first video when we were talking about a collection, and Sierra talked about how she literally was the only bidder. And at the last second, she was told she didn't win. And I'm like, bro, someone sniped you. And like, that's how you do it.
Also,
uh,
I seeing that like people had to buy those banners made me so sad because all of our local, like, unless the store put them on the wall and like permanently
uh-huh.
displayed them, all of our shops actually had those as prizing for leagues.
I saw that, and y'all were lucky to do that. But I think on the flip side, I'm okay with at least how my story was in collecting these. Because if you gave them out as prizes, you didn't just give it to one person, right?
Right.
So even if you got one, I feel like I would have still wanted to find the rest, and then I would have an extra one. And then my OCD would be like, well, what do I do with this extra one?
Which is fair. My issue is that I didn't have enough room to hang them all, so I really only wanted Tink, and that's the one that I have up in my office and got.
Yeah.
Oh, she joined late. She missed the start of the show. This is
You missed the
terrible.
start.
You don't need to go back and watch it.
don't don't watch the first 2 minutes, Kim. I'll tell you.
We love you very much.
Too funny. Too funny.
I felt like I also could make that joke at the start because Kim has been on the show. And
Where,
so technically we had her on already. She beat you to
yeah,
it. So we could
she
we
did.
could
She
make
did.
a little.
She tends to do that. Beat me. Was I called?
No, never.
Never.
We would never say such a thing.
Oh man, too funny. That. Well, what are friends for if not to have silly jokes against each other?
Agreed. Absolutely.
We would never, Kim.
All right. We've managed to completely go off of we can walk through all of these things on my little agenda, which is totally normal. This is not an abnormal thing. We eventually get to everything. It just never happens in the order I think I'm going to have it happen.
Controlled.
So we talked about our favorite cards that we're looking forward to.
Yes.
We could talk about, you have been lucky enough to go to the Epcot Disney quest. So you've been able to hang out in the lounge, do the quest, I am sure a couple times.
Once or twice.
Once or twice. How have you liked it? And I think also, haven't you done the quest everywhere on a
Yeah,
cruise and Disneyland?
guilty.
Guilty.
Guilty as
I
charged.
that's a good thing to be guilty of. I'm jealous.
Yeah, I guess we'll start with Epcot. So the Illuminators Lounge, I appreciate that Disney put the effort, whether it was Disney, Ravensburger, or a combination of the like, because that space was just sitting there. Um, the space used to be a restaurant. I don't know how, for anyone who maybe isn't as awares of like Epcot operation. This is in the Morocco Pavilion. Morocco Pavilion, up until just after the pandemic, they sponsored the pavilion. So they paid for some of it, and of course, there was a full operation of restaurants and whatnot. Restaurant Marrakesh kind of went by the wayside after the sponsorship was removed, so that space just sat there. And during
I'm going to interrupt
festivals,
you
yeah,
for 1 second because
yeah,
as I am also a Disney Parks nerd, I don't know
yes.
if everyone watching is a Disney Parks nerd. So, do you want to explain how, like, a little bit more about how the sponsorship works? In the
Oh,
sense that, like, I don't know that everyone knows that each of the countries in the Epcot World Showcase Pavilion, those countries actually sponsor their little section. So they have, in theory, a contract with Disney, and that like, I don't know how
and they
long
have a
they have.
relationship.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's essentially a relationship with them, and then they're I am by no means a historian of this, right? So I don't want to say anything and get called out on anything
I'm
wrong,
also
but
not a master, but I figured we should like we mentioned it
sure,
briefly that we like
yeah,
could expand upon
yeah.
it a little bit better.
Yes, yes. So obviously, all of the countries were in support and in agreement that they were going to be represented in World Showcase. Morocco and Norway were actually added after opening. They were essentially added later on. And if I am saying this correctly, specifically Morocco, because of course they have a lot of rules, regulations within like their culture. Um, they had people come over and oversee the construction of that pavilion. So there's a lot of imperfections in the buildings intentionally because to them, there really isn't anything that's considered perfect from a religious standpoint. I think outside of who they praise. So with that being said, there's a lot of things in the pavilion that are accurate to them, to their area, to their land, and to their culture. So with that all being said, they essentially obviously didn't want to support it. I'm not going to get into that. But there's now a vacant space. And so Disney obviously has just been using it for like festival stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, what better thing to do than turn it into a lounge of some sort, like they always do.
Yeah.
But I'm glad it was Lorcana, right? Because it could have just been, no offense to the pass holders, it could have just been another Disney pass holder, annual pass
Right.
holder
It could have been
lounge.
a pass holder lounge. It could have been a vacation club lounge.
Right,
Not that I
right,
have any
right.
shade to either of those people. I'm jealous of you. I want to be one of you. I don't have that kind of money, and I don't live close enough.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm glad. I'm glad that we finally got Disney Lorcana on this side of the coast, right? And that they were able to turn this space into something. And even further, they actually went out of their way to put really pretty like decorations up, right? Like these
So
are
I've seen some close up of
yes,
those
yes,
banners. Man,
yes.
if I can find those when those come down, the way I want those so bad.
Yep, yep, yep.
I'm concerned how quickly people are going to be trying to get those if they ever come
Yeah.
down. But personally, I also kind of hope that they don't come down. It would be really cool for something like that to stay long
To stay.
term.
Yeah. With everything Disney, I'm pretty sure that they will
I
at
know.
least take them
I can
down.
be
Whether
I can be
they,
hopeful.
I agree. I agree. My realism is sadly kicking in, but I at least hope they don't throw them away. Do something with them. Either keep them for next year or do something. Give it back to Ravensburger. Ravensburger do something like. We just don't want to see them in the trash. If they go to the trash, I think we're all going to cry a little bit inside. So, yeah. Yeah, so there's a glass slipper photo. So there's the banners, and then there's like makeshift photos throughout the lounge, and there is a glass slipper one. Yes, Kim. She has asked me to get a picture for her, and I still have. Whoops. Uh, but yeah, the event has been fun. It's been great to see new Illumineers, just kind of discover the game. And one thing that I've noticed that newer folks that come into this, whether it's just for collecting or for doing the quest, there'll be a group of us. We've all been with the game for a while, and we just have a ton of bulk. And we'll have a little kid or like a parent come with them, and they're like, "Oh, are you looking for this?" And we literally just go, "Here you go."
Here you
Like,
go.
take the whole thing of bulk, right? Like, we don't need it. And they're just shocked.
Here you
And
go.
they're just, what? Exactly. And they're just beside themselves. And it's funny because like I did the same thing when you gave me your foils, and I'm just like all in my emotions. And that's literally what these parents were doing, and I'm just like, yeah, I mean, that is our community, right?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, the first,
and I love it.
So I didn't start until Into the Inklands, and I showed up at my local game store that I'm a big board game person as well, and I'd been going to the store for ages for my board games. I also played a lot of Dungeons and Dragons there as well. I am truly a nerd, if anyone didn't get that. And I remember getting there. I got, my first box ever before League started, and I'm sitting there opening it, and I opened an Enchanted. So I was hooked early.
That's awesome.
I got the Enchanted Robin Hood, and that was one of my favorite cards to play in the, like, when I first started, and it was awesome to pull that first, because that one was a really good one. Yes. And then, the people around me were just like, "Oh my God, this is so exciting." They were so genuinely happy for me. They gave me like a sleeve for the card because I didn't have that. And they were also like, "Oh, like, are you new to the game? Like, I have this bulk. Would you like it?" And I was like, "What do you want for it?" And they're like, "Nothing. You can just have it." And I was like, "Oh, okay, thank you." And like was like dumbfounded by that. And then, give it a few like months later, and I'm doing the same thing and understand. But like, it really is such a cool thing that we can keep prolonging that in the community, because I do think that is something that helps bring people in and feel more comfortable in the space, because everybody is so kind.
Yes. 100%. And may it never change, honestly.
I really hope it doesn't. And it's like, I also have been excited to see a lot of the stuff at Epcot and content online from that, because I have seen that they've involved a lot of like the Disney parks creators that I have followed in my own personal life for a while, because I got into Lorcana because I am a Disney nerd. I love Disney. I love the parks. Yep. I've followed a lot of these content creators for a while, and to see them getting into it and also like paying it forward as well is really cool. It's cool to see that. Sure. And it's cool to see that like different group interacting with the game. And I'm really intrigued to see like how that continues.
Right. Yeah. It's been a phenomenon, and I'm just glad to be a part of it. I'm glad we're a part of it. So it's been fun. Epcot has been great, and I reposted Lorcana Man's post, because we have a survey. So if anybody who has been to Epcot, definitely take the survey, because we do want Ravensburger to know that we enjoyed the events. We do want them to know. We want Disney to know, right? Like, yes, money talks, but words help the story.
So in my past life, and in the real world, my degree is in marketing, and it's like one of the things that I've always like been intrigued about Disney is how they do their marketing. Like, it's it's very well done, and it always has been. And I was lucky enough a few times at the parks to be pulled in for surveys while like at Disney parks, and that's a common thing that they do.
Yes.
And they take their surveys so seriously.
Yep.
One, they're pulling someone out of their vacation, usually when they do it
Yes.
that way.
Yep.
So they do really take time to make sure that they look at the results from these surveys,
Yes.
and like it's not something that like just gets thrown away to the wayside and never looked at
Yeah.
again. Like it's definitely something that they truly are looking at and using the information from. So I always
Yep.
all the Ravensburger surveys after the sets, like I've been filling those out.
Yep.
I haven't done this one because I didn't get to go, sadly. But I'll repost it. I need to share that post as well on
Thank
our
you.
social to make sure anyone who has gone does take it, because it really is beneficial for all of us, because I think we
Yes.
all want to see more events.
Yes, 100%. And they had one as well at Disney California Adventure. And then they actually had a survey for the cruise also.
Oh, very
So
cool.
they are very interested. I actually screenshotted all the cruise line ones, for like a video that has never come out. But, but maybe eventually. So yeah, they definitely want to know how we've enjoyed it. So, which is good.
I think this is funny. I want them to keep the pins. I think everyone does. I think realistically, and I cannot speak for the company, I don't know the real reason, but like pins are imported. Like I don't know of a company that makes pins in the US at a reasonable price that I know of personally. I could be
Sure,
totally
sure,
wrong.
sure.
And I assume that they're probably importing these, and like the tariffs and import taxes on them have probably gotten outrageous, and that's part of the reason
Yeah,
they're stopping it.
yeah, yeah. I don't know if I'm making this up in my head. So if I am, sorry, but I feel like they didn't necessarily say the door has closed on pins,
That was
right? Like, okay,
my understanding. Like they didn't everything that like they've talked about them. They said that they're ending them for once they finish the
the
colors,
steel. Yep,
but
yep.
it wasn't like a firm decision that they're going away forever.
Right,
And I think
right.
one thing that I try to pretty consistently tell my friends when we're complaining about things, because we still do, even if we know that like the reality is Lorcana is still a new TCG and things are going to
Yes,
consistently change, and they're going to try new
yes,
things to figure out what works
yes.
best. Like, I was kind of sad we don't have single player decks this set. I've been collecting them
Yeah,
for every single set, and I have
same.
this little like display that I put them in, and it's a fun
Yep,
way. Like, when some of my friends
yep.
that are game people come over and they've never played the game, it's my easiest way to like pull a
Oh,
deck out with them, because they're matched evenly,
right.
more so
I
than
love
like
that.
meta decks.
I love that. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, all of my starter decks are in the Lorcana deck boxes. So, like,
Yes, and that's what
there
I
they
keep them
are.
in too.
Yeah, yeah. Ah,
So,
I'm like trying
but
to reach. Go ahead.
at the same time, I know next set I think we're supposed to be getting the like dual player.
Yes.
So we'll
Mm-hmm.
have
Mm-hmm.
like the sets with the two decks. So like it's fun that they're trying that out. Like that'll be cool to have. But I
Yeah.
know like we have some of our stores will do starter deck events at the start of new sets, which made it kind of
Yes.
sad that now we'll probably just do two sealed events, which I'm not mad. That means I open more packs.
This is true. This is true.
But it is still fun also to play with the starter decks, I think, at least for
Yeah.
a couple times.
We here in like the Naples area, we actually had a store that did their set champs as a starter deck set champs to even the playing field. Yes.
That's
And
so cool.
yeah. We loved it. We had a blast. And it made sense because a lot of the people that played were mostly kids. So, we're not here trumping some kid with like a discard deck. And of course, you paid for your entry, and they chose which one you were going to play. So it's not like you could have strategized, right?
Ooh, I like that. That's fun.
And
Did you
yeah,
still get to, because like a lot of the times when
keep
you do
it.
starter deck tournaments, did you get to use the pack in it?
No, no,
Okay.
and we like it that way. We love it that way. Because if you include the pack, you open yourself up for people getting sneaky.
Yeah.
So at least starter deck, there is no secret. We know exactly what's in it, and we loved it. We looked forward to that set champs. And now I'm kind of curious what they're gonna do for. Aw,
Will they
for
do, I mean, hey, I'm just saying you could do like Russian roulette of starter decks from all the prior sets.
maybe I don't know. We'll see. I guess time will tell. Time will tell. But it was certainly one of the most fun we've had in a set champs. So
That does sound actually really fun. I
yeah,
like that. I think it would be cool. Obviously, set champs are very fun in the first place. Like I like the little mini tournaments. Is always
yes,
how I view them. But I think adding some variety and getting like the opportunity to play it with starter decks is really cool. Like that's
yeah,
just a fun and different way to hold the event, and I think it attracts a different crowd to it, which is good.
yes,
Like
yes.
there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's a win-win. It helps keep the morale of your younger players and your loyal players to keep coming back. They don't have to worry about losing to someone who's coming 3 hours away. And then the store gets to sell products, so it's like win-win-win, right? Like that's actually why we didn't buy a starter deck at the beginning, because we knew we were going to get one at the end of the set.
That's great. That's fair.
So we try to save where we can.
I feel that in my soul. If my husband's watching, he's like, save where? All my money is going to Disney. I don't know what you're talking about. So we've been lucky enough to we've met in person a few times at DLCs, and
Yes.
this year you were at both Milwaukee and Richmond, right?
Yep. Yep.
Sometimes they blend together, which is why I had to confirm that I wasn't
Yes.
like making that up in
Yes.
my brain.
They do blend. They do blend.
And then have you done any other you've did you go to Europe, or are you going to one in Europe?
Yeah. So Ghent will be my first Euro.
Okay. Are you excited?
I'm like all the emotions,
Okay.
because obviously this is a financial investment, right? Because we haven't been talking about money this entire time, and it's not our first time in Europe, which is
Okay.
good. I'm glad we've both been, but it is a different meta, if you will, right? Like I don't know what to expect, but I'm so excited to see the difference between us, our DLCs and their DLCs. And this is the first time we're going to see a split, right? Because they have 4,000 participants.
Yes.
So we signed up for Friday, and then we have essentially a break on Saturday, and then day two is on Sunday. So it's just going to be a whole weekend of like fun and discovery and God only knows, and firsts. So I'm excited. Nervous, excited, but excited.
The one thing I do know and have heard quite a bit about the difference between the US DLCs and Europe DLCs is their food at their event venues is amazing.
Ooh.
And I think that's
Okay.
just because it's probably like good food from whatever country. At least the one in Italy sounded amazing when I saw pictures of the food that they had, and I was jealous.
I mean, you
As I
can't go
eat my
wrong with
chicken
Italy.
nuggets in Richmond.
Our like $13 chicken nuggets, yeah. Uh-huh. But hey, sustenance is sustenance.
It is.
I often joke that you're not eating for taste at a convention or a
No.
tournament. You're eating to sustain life. So
that is such a valid statement. Um, such a valid statement.
we're not enjoying this. It's
No, no,
just
no. It's
eat.
just I just need energy to make it through. My brain needs energy to think.
Yeah, Kim is right. She has sustained me with nerd gummies, and
Okay,
that has
so
been
that's not a fake thing. Nerd gummy clusters are actually awesome. Um
yes,
they have become like the number one snack for like marathoners and ultra marathoners because they actually have like the right like mix of like sugar and sodium and all of the things that is
yep,
way easier to eat than like the stupid gummy like packs and stuff.
yes.
Um
Wow, that
so
makes
that's a fun
sense.
fact about nerd gummies.
That makes so much sense. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, because you don't want to mess with like the ones that are specifically built for like runners and stuff. Those get messy. Huh. Good to
Yeah.
know.
That's a fun thing I learned because I am running a half marathon at the end of this month, and occasionally make my way onto marathon and ultra marathon TikTok and or Instagram. Which let me tell you, when I say I'm running a half marathon at the end of this month, it's a light jog. We're not we're not doing anything crazy. We are running for a trip to Disney. That's really what this is.
There you go. There you go. You just got to make sure you're under a 16-minute pace, and if you could do
The
that,
balloon
you're good.
the balloon ladies will not get me. So for those
Oh
who have
man.
not run a Run Disney race or heard of a Run Disney race, at the end, instead of having just like your typical sweepers at the end of a race, so if you fall below the like the time that you're
Pace.
allowed on
Yep.
the track, usually it's just like a golf cart or something not very fun, but it's Disney, so it's got to be something fun. So Disney has balloon ladies at the end that are
Yep.
keeping like the end pace.
Yep, yep. And just to set the picture, right? So it's like about six. It's usually women, unless they've
Nope,
added
it's
men to
still
this, but
typically
it's
every
usually
time I've
balloon
seen.
ladies. Okay, same, same. And so here they are, and they're usually costumed. So you'll see all these women in like tutus or like little outfits, and then they have literally Disney balloons tied to their person,
Yep.
and it's those big obnoxious ones you see in Main Street, and I think some of them even add lights to theirs. Like you will not miss them. And I when I did have my marathon days, it I'm not a fast jogger, runner, whatever you want to call it. Nothing scared you more than when you hear somebody jogging next to you go, I see the balloons. And we literally just start sprinting.
But also, I want to be clear. So, if anyone is thinking about like running a Run Disney race, they're expensive. So from that point, they're
Yes.
not like attainable for like a
Yeah.
new runner. But if you have
Yeah.
the money and you can go to them, they're really attainable from like a new runner perspective
Yes.
or jogger or
Yes.
even like quick walker, because they
Yeah.
have some of the most
Yes.
like laid back timing
Yes.
requirements. And on top of that,
Yeah.
the balloon ladies are so nice.
They
I have
are.
heard wonderful stories that like they will try to encourage you so
Yes.
that you don't fall behind them to get picked up.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's a very positive experience. They're very
Yes.
lovely women.
Very much so. Very much so. I've definitely experienced that. I've definitely fallen behind them. And you don't immediately get swept. It's if anyone's ever interested and they're worried about pace, what ends up happening is if you fall behind them, then you got the people on the bikes going, you have 4 minutes to get to the next mile marker. You have 1 minute to get to the next mile marker. And you don't want that for the rest of your race. So depending on how comfortable you are with them, like just be mindful of that, right? Like if they pass you, just know now you're on a clock. So we talk about clocks in Lorcana, might as well talk about
Yeah. Yeah, clocks and running too.
of course.
So we've talked a lot about like everything going on in Lorcana, events. How did you get started in Lorcana?
Yeah, sure. With just being, of course, a Disney fan and a nerd, and just everything on socials is Disney for me. It's really difficult for me to miss anything Disney news. So, although I can't tell you what exact date I discovered it, it was pre-release, so post D23, right when they had the Pretty Six, which is still my white whale. Um,
One day
and yeah, one day, right? We just
when
gotta
I
strike
win the
gold.
lottery.
Exactly, exactly. So I remember going, wait, Disney is going to have a trading card game, and then immediately kind of went over to my husband like, babe, you're not gonna believe this. And I knew he played card games because he played Magic the Gathering. In fact, our dining table right now is filled with Magic cards. But anyways, but then again, who isn't? Who
We
doesn't
have a
have their
very
Lorcana
similar
cards everywhere
household.
either, right? So yeah. So I thought he was not going to buy into it, but once he saw how excited I got, and I think he also realized, like, oh gosh, like this is something we could both do, right? Like my love of Disney, him knowing how to play cards, and once you play one, you can kind of understand others because the mechanics are very similar and transferable. And I think he steered into that skid faster than me from like a player perspective, and we just tried to take in any and all YouTube videos initially that were out there. And back then, there weren't that many, right? So, shout out to all the OGs. I'm not going to name because I don't want to leave anybody out, but just if you know you're an
Okay.
OG, you're an
Yeah.
OG.
Yeah. And I agree. It's funny you say that because so while I didn't start playing or collecting
Yeah,
until Into the Inklands, I similarly like I know I heard about it well before it came out. But I was in grad school and all of my money was going towards grad school. So I was like, until I am done, I
right.
cannot start this. Also, I knew once I
Fair.
started because I love Disney and I was so excited to have a Lorcana,
Yeah,
like a Disney TCG, I was
yeah,
like, all right, I cannot get this until I'm done with school or I'm going to fail a class because I'm going to
yeah,
forget. Like, I'm going to be like, school, what's that? Don't know
yeah,
her.
yeah, yeah. It's ready, set, ink. Wait, did I have something tomorrow?
Exactly. So I like kept watching and felt really good going into the Inklands when I finally got to start and was like, oh, this will
Mm-hmm.
be great. Like, I know what I'm doing. I got my butt kicked for the first month.
That sounds about right. I mean, but that's like everybody's experience,
Oh,
right?
100%. But everybody was so nice and like willing to help that
Yeah,
it wasn't a bad experience getting my butt kicked.
fair,
It
fair.
did
We
create my shiny card addiction because the first person I like went to league and played against
yeah.
somehow had like this gorgeous all shiny all enchanted deck because he got a
Oh,
bunch of I think it was German cards. That was how he
ooh.
got most of his enchanteds was
Hmm.
he knew somebody in Germany and got them that way. Um and he absolutely kicked my butt. He showed no mercy and to this day shows no mercy when we play against each other. And he's one of my favorite people to play against
Aw.
and play with because we have very similar play styles. So it's very funny when we play each other because we like
Aw.
know what the other is doing, unless he's playing
Sure.
some crazy concoction that he has made up the day before, which is also a normal happenstance. Um,
Yeah.
but it's I just genuinely like this game has brought so many good people into my life, you included. Like it's been so
Same.
great to get to know so many people. But I do still joke that I wish we all lived on like a little island together. So because I like am sad that I don't get to see everybody more regularly.
I mean, I'm a firm believer of absence does, make the heart go fonder.
That's also
So,
fair.
like
That's
it's
fair.
probably a good thing that these DLCs are spread out, because then we won't like kill each other, right? Because I feel like we'll turn into siblings, and we don't want that. We don't want that, like,
You make a
animosity.
very, very, very good point. And I think you're the first person to ever be like, wait a minute, let's think about this realistically. We might murder each other.
We just might.
If we all start hanging out together. Which, you say that, and that really tracks, because with everyone that I play locals with in my team, that's pretty much how I view them. They're basically siblings now, and like,
yeah,
I'll yell at them to be nicer to their wives, or I'll be like, what are you doing tonight? You're not playing Lorcana. You've played Lorcana for the last 3 nights. You have your child tonight.
yes,
go let your wife do something else, or vice versa. They'll yell at me and be like, you've played Lorcana every night. Does your husband remember you exist? You should probably go hang out with him.
Yeah. I love that our league basically becomes our extended family, right? And then if we add that and include our virtual friends, that'd be dysfunctional. I think I love everyone I've met. Right. But just like family, actual family, we need some time apart, right? Yeah. It's fine. It's healthy, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. we got this. We got moments like this, mm-hmm. right? I mean, the internet keeps us all together anyways.
That's very true.
It's just real quick. I often say, like, the internet has done so much to the point where, like, my high school didn't do any reunions until our, I don't want to admit this, our 20th.
Okay. So Bree's not on here to make us both feel old, so don't worry.
Well, if y'all want to do the math,
like,
yeah.
To pull things where she's like, oh, I'll like say, oh, I think I was referring to the Pocahontas show that used to be at Disney World, and how one of the card arts looks exactly like the stage was for that. And she's like, oh, when was that? Oh, I was only 3, or I was only 4. And I was like, rude.
Get out of here. Get out of here with that.
I am only partially a youth. My days are numbered.
Have you seen on, I know it's mostly on TikTok, but there's been a trend now where they ask, hey, what year were you born? And if you said anything that started with 19, they would pause your face and put, like, dinosaurs next to you. Yep. And I'm just like, that ain't right.
Rude.
Oh my goodness! And what do they call it? The 1900s? Oh yeah. My goodness! Get out
of here!
The audacity! But it's fun. It's fun to see, that we make friends that are literally like 10, 15, 20 years younger than us, and it's like, we all share a common game, so it's fine. That's good.
We're all good. It's okay.
It's good. We're fine. We're fine.
All right, we've talked how we got into the game.
Yes.
Oh, actually, this is a good question for you that I just thought of.
Sure.
What made you kind of get more into competitive play? Because I think that is like a big, like, hurdle to jump.
It is. Yeah, no, it is. So I think once I became competitive, I kind of just came into my own in terms of, like, and anybody who is in my family would tell you, I am a very competitive person. A lot of us are, right? I'd like to think, better at SOAR winning and losing, very much. But the getting in from just casually playing to competitive really happened for me when they announced set champs, when they announced DLCs were coming. And ironically, my husband had told me, because of course he comes from cards background, was because he knows I'm a collector, right? He knows me. He knows I'm a completist. He knows I go absolutely insane with my collections. And he's like, You will not survive as a completist in this card game. Why? Because you need to compete. Because there will be cards that only the best players will be able to access. And at first I didn't believe him, and I'm like, there's no way. Like, why would a company do that? Golden Mickey. And now I'm like, okay, well, he was right. And then, the Rockstar Stitch.
I'm still a completist. I've just redefined what that means for me.
You have to. We have to, right?
Because I have not won the lottery.
Right.
When I win the lottery, though, that will change.
Yes. Yes.
Or when I magically have a really good season and make it to Worlds, we'll manifest that as well.
Yes. Yes. Hey, you never know. Like, you could just be rocking and rolling one whole tournament, and all of a sudden you're in top 32, top 16, got an invite. Maybe one day. But yeah, that's just how my competitive story started, because I wanted to be able to collect them myself, because I knew financially I wasn't going to be able to, drop 20 G's or more on a golden Mickey.
What do you mean? You can't just, you don't have a spare 20K hanging out?
How many Disney trips is that?
So many. That's the hard part. Like, in theory, I'm like, maybe I could save up for that. But I was like, but instead I could go to Disney how many times? And
I mean,
can't convince myself to do it.
That's like 5.5 Disney cruises. Maybe a little bit more. Depending on discounts.
Yeah, that's really fair. I like that that's like kind of what pushed you over into the competitive side. So in DFW, the Dallas-Fort Worth area, there are a ton of game stores and card shops. Like, we are very, very lucky. I feel like more than many other places. It's just there's a very high concentration of stores. So there tends to be a very high concentration of people that want to play whatever card game is popular. So like everything from, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, Lorcana, Riftbound now, you get just so many people interested. And because of that, you also get a lot of people that will bounce from game to game and are just genuinely fantastic card game players. Like, they just are good. And what I quickly learned is to even just play locally, I kind of needed to keep track of the meta. I needed to start to learn to play more competitively, to get to win just at League. And that was sort of what introduced it to me. And then we were pretty lucky after Into the Inklands, like a month after it released, there was a pretty large local tournament. It's the Hunter Burton Memorial. And that was a super competitive event. Brie and I joke that it is our anniversary, because that was like the first big event we went to together. And we're excited because this is actually, so this will be the third time that they're hosting that event. And it is to fundraise for a suicide prevention nonprofit, which is fantastic. It's a huge Magic tournament as well, and they started to branch out into other TCGs. So really excited for this year's event. It is the 14th and 15th. I think that's the Saturday and Sunday of March. So about a month away, and we're getting excited.
Nice. Also, Brie, we talked about those cards already. So
yeah, we did. We hit it at the top of the show. I know you were probably being good and taking a nap, like you should be.
Yes.
Your mom over here.
Too funny.
So we we have been lucky. Like we just have a really good environment that like kind of breeds competitive, but also on the flip side, like I don't think it stops new players from joining and
Yeah,
playing. Like we're all very friendly, particularly in the Lorcana space. And if a new player shows up at League, we want to be helpful. We want to help them out. We want to teach them the game. So
absolutely. Absolutely.
nice. Well, we have about 5 more minutes. So I know.
Wow, that flew.
See, I
That
told you it's
flew.
great. Before we
Wow.
started, Melissa was like, "What? Like, do you have questions for me? Did I forget
What
to
am I
look at?"
talking?
And I was like, "No, no, no. We run on vibes. This is like a sleepover with your besties. We're just talking about stuff we love, and that is, was I right?
Yes.
Yep.
Wow, this was fast.
And we try to keep it to an hour because
Sure.
when Brie and I
Yes.
started, we like we wanted a space to highlight women and non-binary members of the community, but we also wanted a space
Yes.
for them to come and watch. And
Sure.
we're busy.
I get you. I get you.
Like not like us personally, but like as a collective,
Yeah. It's a collective.
we're busy. I know you don't have more than an hour to hang out with us. And if you want to watch us on 2 times speed, I probably sound like a chipmunk, but you can get it done in 30 minutes then.
There you go. There you go. Too funny.
And you got your news, your meta updates, and you got to hopefully, well, we're trying more guests, but you get to get a spotlight. And Melissa, you also have some great content that you've been putting out on YouTube. You also have great content on your Instagram. The list could go on, but I will let you hype yourself a little too and talk about all of the stuff that you're doing.
Sure. Thank you, by the way. I often say I just hit record, and if I'm the only one laughing, I'm fine with it. But thank you.
That,
Um,
okay, you say that, but I think that's what makes good content. Bree and
sure.
I said from
Yeah.
the start that if our husbands are the only ones that watched, we still are having a blast
Yeah.
and we get
Yeah.
a night to talk about something we enjoy with one of our best friends.
Yeah.
Anyone else that hangs out with us, we love it.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Um,
It's absolutely true. But and again, thank you so much. So yeah, you'll mostly find me. I'm the most active on my Instagram. So at Missy Enchanted. And followed next by TikTok. So that's at Missy_Enchanted, because unfortunately Missy Enchanted was not available. And then
whoever
yeah,
whoever did that.
rude. They're not even active, which is the worst part. Anyways, now everyone's gonna look that person up. Um, and then YouTube is at Missy Enchanted, so I'm back to that. And yeah, I have started. It's been a couple episodes now. Something called Boost Friend Fridays, where similar to Enchanted Chatter, just having fun conversations with members of the community. And I know a lot of us do it, right? Like, and people might think, oh, it's the same content, and yeah, maybe it is, but I specifically just wanted to highlight, like it says, my friends and potentially creators and friends that maybe aren't as mainstream or well known. I am totally not knocking anyone down in that aspect, but like I want them to be more upfront and just the community to be aware of them if they don't already know them, right? Because they have a good story as well. So any way that we can continue to build our community, like you and Bree are doing as well, I think is just a wonderful thing, right? So if we're all doing it, I think we're doing it for the right reasons, and there's certainly something to be appreciated. How we move it forward and just kind of acknowledge everything that we do. So
I love
thank
it.
you.
I love how much this community of like Lorcana in general, but also content creators in the Lorcana space lift each other up. It was something I was like a little nervous to step into because this is out of my comfort zone, and not that I expected things to be like, high school and like
Yeah.
cattiness of creators,
Yeah.
but I have not seen that at all. And if I'm missing it, I'm happy. I'll live in my own
You're in
bubble,
bliss.
oblivious. But I do enjoy how kind everybody is and willing to help out, willing to recommend. You know, you're struggling with something in your content. If you ask the question, they're willing to help you out. And I think that's great. Like, and
Yeah.
I really hope that continues. And I hope everybody goes out and follows you and along with other content creators. We put your link tree in our
Thank you.
YouTube description. So if anyone um, goes out, they can see all of the links there. Also, tagged you in our Instagram story and Instagram posts. So definitely take a look. And it was really fun hanging out.
Likewise. Thank you.
And
I
we'll see
kind of now
everybody
wish
next
it was
week.
longer.
I know. I know. We'll see everybody next week, and you're always welcome back on the show.
Thank you. Thank you, Courtney. And Bree, feel better. Fast recovery. Sorry I missed you.
Well, this just means we have to have you back on when
Oh,
Bree is
fair.
on.
Fair.
There we go.
Fair.